This is the video review for Transformers Universe Classics 2.0 Ironhide. Here's just a quick look at him in package. As you can see, he's packaged in his alt mode. His weapon is stored up here. It's supposed to be kind of packaged in blade mode, but the blade kind of, you can see it there. It's not tight in there. It doesn't lock into place, so it slides just from the angle it's stored. And we've got the shot of Ironhide up there, and my circuits are sizzling expression. And the back is the standard universe look with the picture of him in robot mode, alt mode, Sideswipe and Galvatron as co-cells, and then again the repeat of the angry box art, and then his bio over here. He does have a courage of 10, which certainly fits Ironhide. So that's just a brief look at the packaging. We'll go ahead and we just have a picture, more of the picture over here on the side. And we'll go ahead and open him up. And here he is. Move a little closer here so we can get some good shots. He's an SUV. Oh, kind of came unpegged here. And now his weapon is stored under the vehicle, just like that. I mean, you can definitely tell he's a bit of a puzzle former. You can see all the cracks and grooves, how everything folds together. It's actually a fairly ingenious transformation. All this is pretty much his arms here that unfold. And we just have the Oregon license plate referencing the Autobots crash on Mount St. Hilary. It's hard to read there. The camera didn't want to focus on it, but oh well. It does say Oregon across his license plate. He's a bit more of an orangey red than, he's still red, but he's a lot more orange than say Sideswipe. And I really wish that he had been molded in that same really nice pearly red that Sideswipe was molded in. But it fits. It's not horribly orange. It's not nearly as orange as I was led to believe beforehand. It rolls very well. The one thing I don't like is the mismatched windows. They're that same pale blue they've used on all the Allspark Power Deluxes, and that just Hasbro, I swear, they just bought a whole bunch of it and now need to glop it onto as many figures as they can to make their investment worthwhile. I'd rather have seen these maybe silver. I think would go alright, and I may even repaint them silver depending. We'll see how it goes. The transformation is very involved and quite neat, provided you can keep things from falling off. I've found that he's much more prone to loose pieces and popping off pieces than Galvatron. But that could just be a QC. Like, even right there, he's already popped off at his waist joint. There we go. But you lift this up, fold that up. You want to lift these pieces up. If you can do so without, there we go. It's the first time that's actually come up without completely popping off. These pieces are on little hinge pins, but they're clips. They clip together, and they're not just a pin through there, so they come off very easily, which is good for if you don't want to break your Ironhide, and I can get that. I can understand that, but I really like to pop off. So you flip those up, and you flip this whole leg assembly out, like so. And these fold up, 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 and up. The wheels, that flips up, and the whole foot flips back. Again, flip that up, and the whole foot, and then flip the whole foot back. And then you take this piece, you want to fold this up into here, and then straighten the legs out again, like that. And you want to go ahead and pull his weapon out from under there. And then you come to the back, and you flip his arms up. Hold them up like this. Kind of makes him look like he's doing the Thriller dance. Anyway, and this whole piece. Oh wait, before you do that, flip these up like this, up and around. This whole piece then should rotate right back down into that. There you go. There's the Thriller dance. Anyway, and then you basically take this bumper and you push this up, and you'll see his chest details pop into place. It's got some metallic details with the Autobot symbol. And then you just bring the arms down, down, rotate them here, and then flip the hands down. Same thing over here, down, down, rotate that, flip the hands down. And there is Ironhide in robot mode. He does have a big backpack, just nature of the beast. His face is painted the same blue, light blue as the windows. I don't get that. I don't know why they didn't paint it just silver. Since they clearly, on this piece, were doing some silver paint applications. But it looks like they just went like, oh, the windows are blue, let's just make his face blue too. So he kind of looks vaguely like a Smurf. He does still have that little bit of that head pointing at a slight angle downwards. I'm going to see if maybe there isn't some way to pop that panel up a little higher, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like it's in there pretty tight. But we'll see. He's got a good range of motion. He's got swivels at the shoulders. He can move forward and back here. His head can turn to the left and to the right. He can swivel on his waist. Swivels out and forward and back on the hips. He's got a mid-thigh swivel, swivel knees, and then his feet can rotate forward and back and a little bit side to side here. And his hands can move like this. I'm a little upset they molded him in the open palm just because he can't shake his fist and my circuit sizzle, or when we're going to kick some Deceptichops. Can't shake his fist in anger like Ironhide should. But not the end of the world. And then he does have this weapon, which can be either a blade, here a clear blue blade, or if you pop it around you can pop out a little chain gun type of thing, and it does fit. You just fold the hands up and it does fit in both positions, like that, on both wrists. You can do it on either side. And I found the easiest way to get it to come on, instead of trying to snap it on the end, is there's little grooves here. Just bring it out here and just snap it in from the side. A lot easier getting it to stay in place that way. And he's definitely bigger than his original counterpart. He's a little bit shorter than some of the other figures. As you say, he comes up to about, top of his head comes up to about Sideswipe's chest. But all in all, he's a decent figure. There's a couple of things I would have liked to have seen improved a little bit on him. I would like to see maybe some closed fists, but that's not the end of the world. I definitely wish they'd painted these windows a different color, and certainly his face. I wish his face were not that crazy blue. And like I said, I wish his head sat up a little bit higher and not kind of at a downward angle. And like I said, if I could only fix one thing on him, I'd like to see. I wish I would have seen him molded in this deeper red, deeper pearly red that they did Sideswipe in, instead of this kind of orangey red that they did him in. It's not bad, but it could have been better. But he's a good, solid figure. I would definitely pick him up at retail. I don't know if you necessarily want to pay the extra price to pick him up pre-release. If you can find him, like if Hero gets some for 20 or 30, it's probably worth it. I wouldn't pay much more than that though. But he's still a very nice figure. I like how they used the rear window on the SUV to simulate his old window on the chest robot mode. The transformation is very satisfying, very complex, very intriguing. Like I said, I just mostly paint apps is where I wish they would have done a couple things different with this figure. But he is recommended. Pick him up if you happen to see him on the shelves. Transformers Universe Deluxe Class Ironhide.